guys back there and trying to go around us.
They're just singing.
I have no idea what you say.
I am just singing. Here's the Supra. Here's the Supra over there. It's how I drove past it.
Saw what?
It's all Supra.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of silver or something, silver gray. Is this chat working?
It's supposed to be in that way. stuff I still need to listen to. Get caught up on.
Military. Deco.
Some of its own.
In some cases, such as SWAT. When CBS canceled NCIS, Hawaii, there was word that it will never happen, and it made a lot of fans mad.
Hey, bobtail, pulling the other bobtail. You know you got the lights on that the tote vehicle?
Head of CBS talks canceling NCIS, Hawaii. CBS Entertainment President Amy Weishoff said that canceling NCIS, Hawaii was not easy. She also said she sympathized with fans who were disappointed to see the series ending. However, the decision would not be reversed, and she said it was a decision that had to be made. NCIS Hawaii, YouTube TV Line. She was asked about canceling NCIS, Hawaii, CSI, Vegas, and So Help Me Todd. According to Reisenbach, I'm a big fan of TV First, and I sympathize and relate to all of the fans out there who are disappointed in the fact that these shows are ending, via Variety. However, she said they look at all the numbers and determine projections for the future. They want to see what opportunities there are, and they will make tough decisions. In some cases, such as SWAT, the network reversed its decision to cancel the show and gave it one more season to finish its story. However, she said, every negotiation is different. This means that NCIS, Hawaii, despite its non-conclusive ending. How did NCIS, Hawaii end? Previously, Amy Reisenbach claimed that all shows would have to finish their story. This was not true with either NCIS, Hawaii or CSI. The network waited until both shows finished filming their seasons to tell them they would not return, meaning neither show got to finish as Reisenbach promised. NCIS Hawaii, YouTube. For NCIS, Hawaii, the show ended with a nice finish to the season. Sam Hanna LL Cool J from NCIS, Los Angeles attended a going-away party from his team. They then toasted him and all the other fallen agents. That was a nice finale for Hannah, whose own show was cancelled as well. Then, the show set up a cliffhanger ending for the next season. Agent Jane Tennant Vanessa Lachey returned home, but her daughter Julie was not there. Instead, her former mentor and CIA friend Maggie shot Julie White sat on her couch dead. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. The post-CBS finally reveals why it cancelled. NCIS, Hawaii, appeared first on TV shows Ace.
Article 2 of 88.
Celebrities. Goldie Hawn's terror. Hollywood superstar declares, "La is terrible," after she becomes victim to multiple home break-ins in 4 months span by Connor Sermont, 1 day ago. Radar Online follow. Goldie Hawn recently declared that, LA is terrible, after she fell victim to several home break-ins. Mega Hollywood superstar Goldie Hawn recently declared that, LA is terrible, after she fell victim to several home break-ins over the course of just 4 months, RadarOnline.com has learned. Hawn, 78, discussed the spate of recent break-ins at her and husband Kurt Russell's Los Angeles pad during an interview on Kelly Ripa's Let's Talk Off Camera with Kelly Ripa SiriusXM podcast. Hawn discussed the spate of recent break-ins at her Kurt Russell's Los Angeles pad during an interview on Kelly Ripa's SiriusXM
I'm up to ninth
podcast.
gear right now and it's
Megan,
not
according
holding.
to the Overboard actress, her LA home,
I'm up to ninth
Rob
gear now and
Watts,
it's
while
not
she and
holding.
Russell were out to dinner.
Okay.
The incident had Hawn thinking about leaving LA for
That's
somewhere
what's
safer
rare.
like Palm Desert.
No, we hit
Other
another
features live
steep
in
spot
LA,
there,
where
so.
we live.
But see, it's where now it's holding out, so it's getting it back
Until
up.
Riva on Wednesday. It's so safe. It's just because LA is terrible, the Hollywood
one of
superstar had
those
it.
glitz.
I mean, you were robbed once. According to Hawn, she and Russell went to dinner for 2 hours and 20 minutes, and, upon returning home that night, found that their home had been burglarized. It's just because LA is terrible,
I
Hawn
spit my
said this
drink
week.
all over me.
I mean, you were robbed once.
Do what?
Megan
I
the
spit
burglar
my drink all over me.
The couple's home via a balcony
How'd you
front
manage
lot
that?
of livings from Hawn and Russell's
I'm
bedroom
a
and closet.
I'm a
We came back and went in the house.
sloppy
I went up the
drinker.
stairs and I walked into my closet. I
Because-
just lost it.
Got a truck getting on over
They
here
had
and some
broken
on
in
that
from the
traffic.
balcony to our bedroom, our closets.
I was
They completely
drinking,
knocked down my door.
so
She continued, which
I
is a
didn't
steep door,
have my
so
mouth
they're very,
all like
very
closed.
sophisticated. They got a lot of my
Then-
drinks, if you know what I mean.
So you had a hole in your lip.
But while Hawn thought
Yes.
that the break was just a one-off incident, the similar similar incident unfolded less than 4 months later when the First Wives Club actress was home all alone. The burglars reportedly broke into the couple's home via a balcony. Mega, I hear this big thump upstairs, and I was alone, Kurt wasn't there, and I went, what the hell was that? Han detailed. It was just like, was that a sonic boom? Did somebody jump somewhere? She recounted further. And as it turned out, the next day, we discovered that they were trying to get in my bedroom while I was in the house. Never miss a story. Sign up for the RadarOnline.com newsletter to get your daily dose of dope. Daily. Breaking. Celebrity news. All free. Han revealed that she and Russell have since hired a guard to protect their LA home in the wake of the recent break-ins and break-in attempts. I've had a guard, especially when I'm alone now, the superstar said. I'm never without a guard. We have a nice relationship with our guard. LA Mayor Karen Bass has since vowed to keep Angelenos safe amid the increase in crime across the city. Mega, as RadarOnline.com previously reported, Han's interview with Ripa on Wednesday came as Los Angeles continues to suffer an increase in break-ins and property crimes. According to the LAPD, the city recently saw a 3.5% increase in property crimes.
And I
LA
don't know
Mayor
if
Karen
my
Bass has since vowed to
chat's
keep
working on my
Angelenos
stream.
safe amid the increase in crime across the city.
What's that?
I don't know if my chat is working on my stream.
Oh, okay.
Had one people to join, then got off the stream.
That's on the YouTube app?
Yes.
It should actually show right there if they talk it all.
It's
On the YouTube app, it usually only shows their text for about 10 seconds before it goes away.
okay. I don't see any text in chat yet.
Yeah, so probably nobody talked yet. That or if somebody did say anything, might have missed it too.
Now I viewed them as the text on stream. I just swipe up like that. That's how I see the text. Here's a
So what's that little window thing that I see there?
window thing on the stream.
Yeah.
If we're viewing recent text chat, if you didn't see the text from someone on the stream, so you can do that, swipe up, and see the recent text.
LA Mayor Karen Bass has since vowed to keep Angelenos safe amid the increase in crime across the city. My number one job is to keep Angelenos safe, Mayor Bass said in a recent statement. During my first year, we have taken urgent action to address the LAPD hiring and retention crisis as well as invested in proven community-led approaches to address crime. There is still much more work to do and many Angelenos who do not feel safe, the mayor added. Together, we will continue implementing our comprehensive approach to public safety. Facebook message email messenger copy link. 170.1k followers Radar Online. Gossip too good to wait. We follow the stars so you don't have to. Follow.
Article 3 of 88.
Watch live. Excessive heat warning. From Friday 10 a.m. Pacific Daylight Saving Time until Saturday 8 p.m. Pacific Daylight Saving Time, Coachella Valley Jillian Michaels sounds off on why she left California. The woke victimology poker became Too Crazy for Me, by Joseph A. Wolfson, published June 13, 2024, 1:34 p.m. PDT, California, Fox News. Article. Jillian Michaels on the Daily Pop set, photo by Aaron Poole E. Entertainment. NBCU photo bank via Getty Images. Fitness guru Jillian Michaels went off on how insane her home state of California has become in recent years and how woke victimology poker drove her away. California got too crazy for me, Michaels said Wednesday on The Sage Steele Show. Switch to Business Unlimited. Verizon. Hi. Sponsor. I grew up here. I'm a woman. I'm a gay woman. My mom's a Jew. My dad's an Arab. I have a black kid. And believe it or not, my son is half Latin, even though he doesn't look like it, Michaels told host Sage Steele. I hold 1 million cards in your game of woke victimology poker. And when I leave California, maybe you've lost your F-ing mind. Just maybe. Like when you have me running from home, maybe it's gone way too far. Suggested, leaving California, you may still have to pay taxes. Michaels, who now lives in Miami, insisted she hasn't changed but the world around me is shifting and I haven't moved. Some of these laws that are passing here are absolutely F-ing mind-boggling, Michaels said. In relation to crime, protecting our kids, like, we're decriminalizing everything, which arguably I would probably be okay with, but we're not regulating any of it. So it's like, okay, you're gonna decriminalize sex work but only so women can loiter on the streets, not to keep them safe, not to have them pay taxes, not to make them, regularly check for STDs, not to take away the pimps out of the equation. Like if you made that argument to me, I'd be like, well, yes, of course. I could be liberal, I could go there with you. I grew up this way, she added. Suggested, people leaving California moving here in record numbers, data shows. Michaels continued criticizing California laws. Or the fact that a 12-year-old child can be put on off-label cancer drugs to irreparably change their body, she said. Again, if my son came to me and said, Mom, or my daughter, I think I'm trans. I'd say okay, like, you want to dress this way. You want me to call you whatever the heck you want, dress, fine. Explore it, I love you, I'm cool, to you as long as we're safe, but we're not changing your body until it's fully developed. I'm sorry, conversation's over, can't get ink tattoo. Exactly, Steele said. Are you crazy? It's insane, like I just can't, it's madness to me, I can go on and on and on. And it's madness, Michaels said. Suggested, SI model leaving CA for TN due to homelessness, dirty streets, taxes and more. Earlier this year, Michaels had a combative exchange with Club Random, host and loyal California resident Bill Maher after she said living in Florida feels less crazy. She also repeatedly took aim at Democratic California Governor Gavin Newsom. You're going to decriminalize everything, but regulate nothing. You're prioritizing the craziest S I've ever seen in my life. Come on, really, Michaels said. I can't stand him, she later added. Get updates on this story from Fox News. Discover. The wait is over with one-day mortgage. Keep going. And kicks your home loan into hyperdrive. Go from locked rate to commitment letter in a single day. Better mortgage. Hi. Sponsor. Not bragging, just 100K 5-star reviews. We show up on time, pick up your car for free, and pay you on the spot. Pedal. Hi. Sponsor. Wife goes to bathroom, waitress tells husband this. The waitress had been closely watching the husband and wife, taking the opportunity to tell the husband when his wife went to the bathroom. Funny in. Hi. Sponsor. Daughter missing for 5 years finally found after dad pulls buried chain in yard. When Michaela Limsey vanished 5 years ago, her father, Jack, had his life upended. There had been no sign of her, no answers, only an aching hole in his soul. Funnyin.com. Hi. Sponsor. This book hit the nail on the head harder than 50 Shades of Grey, the most read romance novels since Twilight, and 50 Shades Galatea, romance novels. Hi. Sponsor. Stream Fox 11 LA on Fox Local. Trending. California mom accused of killing 3-year-old daughter in church exorcism, never showed remorse, report. Christine Rock, known for blueface tattoo, in custody after Unmute.
Article 4 of 88.
Latest U.S. World Politics, Entertainment, Health Watch, Money Watch, Investigations, Crime. Space Sports Local News Baltimore Bay Area Boston Chicago Colorado Detroit Los Angeles Miami Minnesota New York Philadelphia Pittsburgh Sacramento Texas Live. CBS News 24/7 Baltimore Bay Area Boston Chicago Colorado Detroit Los Angeles Miami Minnesota New York Philadelphia Pittsburgh Sacramento Texas
Okay,
shows
what
48
the hell is this article? I don't want to hear that shit.
Southwest Airlines Boeing 737 MAX goes into Dutch roll during Phoenix to Oakland flight updated on June 14, 2024, 11:05 a.m. Eastern Daylight Saving Time, CBS AP. Federal officials said Thursday they're investigating an unusual rolling motion on a Southwest Airlines Boeing 737 MAX 8 that might have been caused by a damaged backup power control unit. The Federal Aviation Administration said it's working with Boeing and the National Transportation
Power
Safety
control
Board to
unit,
investigate the
hydraulic
incident on a May 25th flight from Phoenix to Oakland. Southwest says it's working with the FAA and Boeing. The FAA said the plane went into a Dutch roll, the name given to the combination of a yawing motion when the tail slides and the plane rocks from wingtip to wingtip. It's said to mimic the movement of a Dutch ice skater. It happened when the jetliner was at about 32,000 feet. Pilots are trained to recover from the condition, and the plane landed safely in Oakland about an hour later. There were no injuries reported among the 175 passengers and 6 crew members who were on board. According to a preliminary report by the FAA, an inspection after the plane landed showed damage to a unit that provides backup power to the rudder. CBS News aviation safety analyst Robert Sumwalt told CBS News senior transportation and national correspondent Chris Van Cleve via email that any uncommanded flight control movement is potentially significant. The fact that this resulted in significant damage makes this sort of a big deal. The FAA said other airlines haven't reported similar issues, and Southwest said it hasn't had a similar issue with other MAX jets in its fleet. Van Cleve notes that the plane involved was delivered in November 2022 and so has been in use for a little over a year. The incident was first reported by the Aviation Herald, which said a temporary repair was performed in Oakland and then the aircraft was ferried to Boeing's plant in Everett, Washington, for further repairs. The latest incident comes as the 737 MAX remains under heavy scrutiny in the wake of a door plug blowing out of a brand new Alaska Airlines 737 MAX 9, which led to a temporary grounding of that MAX version. More from CBS News. It only takes 5 seconds of hail to damage a plane mid-flight, expert says. Boeing says it didn't violate deferred prosecution agreement. Treasure trove recovered from ancient shipwrecks 5,000 feet underwater. Singapore Airlines to compensate injured passengers in NTSB Southwest Airlines FAA first published on June 14, 2024, 4:49 a.m. Eastern Daylight Saving Time. Copyright 2024 CBS Interactive Inc. All rights reserved. This material may not be published, broadcast, rewritten, or redistributed. The Associated...
Okay, so I used to work on KC-135 aircraft, and there was a KC-130, not one of the ones I worked on, but a different unit airplane crashed in Kyrgyzstan, over by, it was close to Russia, because of something like that. There was a part up in the tail related to the rudder system that malfunctioned, and so it caused the rudder DCU to kind of violently shake like this, to the point where actually the entire tail broke off of the aircraft.
Oh, that's not good.
No, and then the airplane crashed and killed everybody.
God damn. That's horrible wrong.
You know, it's kind of eerie, is somebody I knew from my base was actually on that same aircraft the night before. He was flying into Kyrgyzstan from wherever. I don't know where he was coming in from, but yeah, he was on his way into there. And the very next day, that same airplane is the one that crashed. But now a lot of Boeing aircraft, they have the ability to, the rudder system is usually the only primary flight control that even has hydraulic power. is Boeing likes to use control tabs, which basically uses mechanical advantage to fly a larger surface. But on the rudder system, that you can fly it either with just a control tab or with the power control unit, like they were saying there, which is basically the hydraulic system. They primarily fly it with the hydraulic system.
Okay. The hydraulic system wouldn't let the wheels go down, is that correct?
No, the hydraulic system allows the rudder to basically to be deflected left and right a little more easily. And then there's another thing on those airplanes. If you look on the front section of the tail, there's like a tube thing on the front. What it is, it's an intake for basically there's a Teflon or nylon tube, whatever, that goes up to those rudder system parts. There's a bellows up there that it pushes air into. And come on, dude, drop in behind me. Don't try to fucking get around me. I want out, you want in. You're already back there. Just drop in behind me. Alright, anyway though, I push it, the faster the airplane's flying, the more it pushes, it moves it's called a Q bellows. And the bellows actually creates basically an artificial resistance against the pilot's rudder, the pilot's inputs on the rudder pedals.
Okay. Hydraulic system is inside the plane itself, then makes it move like easier and land the plane safer or dangerous.
The first part sounded like, pretty much right. I don't know what the second part now. It's not a matter of dangerous. It's a matter of making it easier to operate the surface. So when you have a few hundred knots of wind pressure hitting against the control surface, it's very difficult to move it. So if you use move a smaller surface, the smaller surface can actually help you deflect the larger surface.
That sounds about right. Are helicopters hard to fly?
You'd have to talk to someone who actually has a helicopter pilot license, but they can be, yeah. Just learning the coordination, really, and there's still a lot of basic airmanship stuff that has to be taught, like navigating and fuel planning and all that kind of stuff, weather and all that. That's universal for any kind of aviation, but the helicopters are controlled a different way. Because they have the main rotor up on top, and then they'll usually have a tail rotor in the back that is mainly used for making the aircraft point in one direction. No, basically, it's like a rudder. It makes it yaw.
Yep.
It makes it yaw left and right. So if you're facing this way, the tail rotor will make you face that way or that way or that way or whatever.
Yep. I am wondering why do pilots leave their keys inside of the helicopter in ignition while they were inside.
Most jet-powered aircraft do not have keys. They don't use ignition keys. There's a process that you have to start the engine or engines up though. Now, general aviation airplanes like the little small Cessna and Beechcraft and Moody kind of stuff, yeah, they do tend to have keys, but jet-powered aircraft, everything that I ever worked on, they didn't use keys at all.
Oh, how they don't get stolen?
Two things there. One, well, actually a few things. One, we always had security forces, people on the ramp to patrol the area for anybody who's not supposed to be there. There's actually a lot going on there. And so they have that. And also, if we weren't actually at the aircraft ourselves, this is getting ugly here. It's gonna get ugly fast here with that going on. And I see traffic coming up behind me, and I know that they're just gonna be more inclined to cut me off to get to this exit as well. So if we move over now, I don't have to worry so much about that. Okay, let's see what this guy's doing first. Need to get moved back over, but alright, now we're in. Okay, also, as far as the aircraft mechanics are concerned, yeah, if we're not actually out at the aircraft, a lot of times what we'll do is we'll close the crew door and then we'll actually put a padlock on it so nobody can get in. Right. Even if you could get in, you have to know what process, what steps to follow to even get the engines to start. Just any random Tom, Dick, or Harry, you can break into the airplane and probably, yeah, good luck trying to get that thing to start. You're probably not going to have any luck getting it. But anybody, somebody who has jet aircraft experience of any kind, or even as a mechanic, whatever, or done their research, whatever, yeah, they can get it started. But getting to the aircraft without getting jacked up by the cops first is another problem. Or not just the cops, but also by the mechanics. If one of us finds them, there's nothing stopping us from beating the shit out of them. Cops, though, they have to follow they can't just be brutal like a crew chief can. The way is, if someone starts messing with my airplane, they're gonna get the shit beat out of them.
Yep.
Yeah, security forces, though, they get their hands tied quite a bit on what they can do. Remember this area here, right?
Yes. This road is in Highland.
Yep.
Oh yes, I kind of remember it.
Yeah. What do you remember about it?
Highland, California. We used to live in Highland, California.
Yep. Yeah, we used to live right here in this neighborhood right here.
Yep.
Because we're one of these bridges we just went under right now is the Pacific Avenue. Pacific Avenue pedestrian bridge, and right on that side of it is where we live.
Yep. And that's a good house.
Yeah, I loved that house. Too bad the landlord died.
Yep. How did landlord die?
I don't know. She was older, and I don't know if she had a heart attack or cancer or what, but it was, if I recall, it was health related or medical related, whatever.
Or it could be age.
Well, even if it's age, there's something medical going on there that causes it. I mean, because why does one person live to age 80, but another person lives to 110?
That's a long
It is a long time. Actually, there's one. There's a woman. I think it's in one of these articles that I haven't listened to yet. There is a woman in, I forget what country. I think they said she's 122, which is a record. I remember growing up. I used to look at Guinness Book of World Records, and I remember for the longest time where was the guy from? There was a guy who was the oldest ever was a guy who was 120 years old. That's what he died at.
Oh.
And that was the oldest known in history.
Oh,
Right
dang.
now, this woman who's alive right now is 122, I think I heard, and still kicking.
Dang, she lived really long at that age. I don't know how she stays alive because she's tough.
Yeah, she's got some really good genes, I would imagine, and maybe some good lifestyle habits too, or something. I don't know, but because it's an impressive enough feat when someone reaches 100 plus as it is, and this person, that's like 100. That's nothing. That was 2 decades ago for me.
Yep. You know that our great grandma died of her age, 94. Is that correct?
Who?
Our great grandma.
Yes, Elsie.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. She died of her old age.
What are we waiting for? A different shade of red? This guy's waiting, being nice things. Make the right turn here onto 3rd Street and in the left on Victoria. Right by San Bernardino Airport. Let's see, come on. See what I mean? Again, I got my accelerator pedal all the way down to the floor, and it takes at least a second before it even starts to react.
One of your friends lives in San Bernardino.
Yeah. Well, and I was actually born here in San Bernardino.
Yep.
You remember where you were born?
I think Rialto, I guess.
Redlands.
Redlands?
Yeah, Redlands. The hospital, it's just barely a few miles away from here.
Okay.
Yeah, if you go down to the 10 freeway, right there, right after you get past the 10 and 210 interchange going eastbound, that's Redlands right there.
Okay.
And the hospital right over there is where you were born.
Oh, okay.
You and Christian were both born there.
Yep.
I forget where your mom was born. I can't remember if she was born in Claremont or up on the mountain or what. You'll have to ask her that. I forget. I know she said it before. I forget.
Same. I don't remember half of things.
Hey, asshole, I'm here. I was like, yeah, there you go. But don't sit there and not let the light turn green for me. Got this work. Got more of it done now. They had it down to. They had a bunch of cones up where you had to like weave through it last time I came through here last week.
Yep.
It's a lot better now.
Yep. I think making the roads better, making it black.
They're adding in the traffic lights. Yeah, they widened it. This used to only be a 2-lane road.
Yes.
But yeah, they just recently widened it. And right here's our drop yard.